Welcome to 1920s Paris, France, here in the Wizarding World. Have you ever wondered what it's like to travel via time turner like Hermione? Well, here's your chance. My name is April. I'm your guide to the magic, and there is no better place to experience magic than here in Epic Universe at the Ministry of Magic. Now, if you're a Harry Potter fan, you're gonna love it here, but it's not gonna have those major elements like the Hogwarts Express or Gringotts or even the castle. It's gonna be experiencing Paris like you've never experienced before. So in my series where I take you to each land and go find every nook and corner so that you know exactly where you're going before you come, so you can enjoy every moment and not feel like you're wasting your time, let's start first by going into the Universal app. So let me guide you through the Universal app here for the Wizarding World of Harry Potter Ministry of Magic. So we zoom in here, and I already have it toggled at the top. You can see you can change it up there. It's to attractions. There's only one main attraction here in this land. It's the heavy hitter. It's the Harry Potter and the Battle of Ministry. We are still in previews, and so it is closed until the official opening on the 22nd. So I'll be able to tour you through the queue of this today, but just so you know, there's only one ride, and that's where it's located. I'm gonna toggle to the top and go to entertainment. This show is amazing. It's not to be missed. Le Cirque Arcanu. I can't really describe how cool this is, and how you walk into a tent just like Harry did in the movies, and it's so much grander inside than it looks on the outside. Definitely a must-do. All right, I'm going to toggle up to the top and show you where dining is, and there's several more locations for this. So when you first go in, it's Café L'Air de la Sirène. I'm going to say these wrong. I wish I was French. This is where you're going to get the butterbeer crepes and all the other delicacies of France. This is Le Goblet Noir. This is almost a hidden gem. Not too many people know about it. It's in the kind of darker area. And then tucked back here is Bar Moonshine, where you're going to get some specialty drinks. This location, you're gonna have the butterbeer cart, so where you're gonna get your frozen and your cold butterbeer here in the Ministry of Magic. So let's go discover the Ministry of Magic. It's overwhelming in a positive way when you walk through. The scale of everything is just amazing. You really need to take time to look at all of the details up high. I say that in almost every video, that you're going to always want to make sure you look up. But as we enter the first spot is actually going to be a location to do your spells. And look at these cute nifflers. Make sure you check out my video where I'm going to be going through how to use your wand in all of the lands. And then up on the left here is the cafe restaurant, where you're going to find those amazing crepes. I'm really excited to be here. It's my first time experiencing it, so let's go inside and try these crepes. And what I love too is that even the stroller area is themed. So we've got all these like posters that would be plastered over walls to advertise things you could see in the area. Look at this when you come in. How beautiful is this? So this is a quick service location, but you can also order here at the registers. So right now they're having us seat ourselves, so we just found a table because we're going to be scanning the QR code and then they will bring the food to us. But if it's really busy, you may have to wait until seats are available and then they will seat you. But as we're looking around, there are fantastic beasts all around the upper border. So again, make sure you look up. Quick note here in the Wizarding World, they do not have freestyle machines here, so you can't get a Coke or anything else and refill this or activate it here in the Wizarding World. So if you want to fill this up before you come in here, make sure you do that. If you don't want any of the drinks that they offer here for purchase, you can just go to the register and ask for a cup of water. What I love that even their simple glass of water has the Harry Potter theming on it. We're going to be trying the beef bourguignon, which is a braised beef, slow cooked in burgundy wine, with mushrooms, pearl onions, roasted carrots, and bacon lardons. I'm not sure what that is, but it's served with pomme puree, and it looks amazing. And of course, we're going to try the butterbeer crepe. Shortbread cookie, butter, Bavarian cream, Wolverine cream, which is going to be butterbeer cream, strawberries, butterbeer drizzle, and a shortbread cookie garnish. It's a lot of butterbeer, so you have to make sure you like that, but we're going to give this a try and see what it tastes like. Alright, so here is the beef. It felt pretty tender when I cut it, and a little bit of the potatoes. It's hearty, great flavor. If you're super hot, you may not want to eat this, but this is a great way to start if you want to have a little savory and sweet. So I have someone with me trying these things to share them. That one wasn't really shareable. The portion is relatively small and there wasn't a whole lot of beef, which was kind of disappointing. There's a lot of pearl onions in this one, maybe 1 or 2 carrots. While it tasted really good, portion size for the price, maybe a little bit off, but the butterbeer crepe, definitely shareable, and let's try that next. Okay, so here is the crepe. Butterbeer everything. It's served cold, so you have to be prepared for that because most times when you get a crepe it's warm. But it's got a fantastic flavor of butterbeer, so if you don't like butterbeer, you're probably not going to want to try this, but I really enjoyed this one and shareable on this one too. This is the magical part when you walk into the tent that's very unassuming into amazing space. Probably one of my favorite spaces with the lighting and stuff all over the walls. Yeah, this queue is fantastic. out the details. Even the trapeze bar, you can see has little birds on it. It's really, really beautiful. So even though sometimes it's a pain to have to sit in a queue, there's just so much to look at here.
As a reminder, no more photo or video past this point.
So they don't allow videos of the show, but this is the pre-show. And if you want to know what the signs say, it's really kind of fun to use the Google Translator, and I'll do that here for these. So you know what the signs say. And you're going to see a lot of people videoing the shows, but don't. It's going to ruin it for the other people around you to see a camera up. But this is super fun. This is actually the pre-show, not the actual show. So don't be worried that what you're seeing is all you're seeing. There's some really fun stuff once you go through those curtains. So you're going to come out of the theater this back way, which is really actually kind of quiet when the show is not coming out. They've got a little shop here for the Fantastic Beasts. You can find some nifflers. That sounds like a band's playing, so let's go check them out.
Yeah, Mom, come on.
So if you're in this section and you see a massive crowd, it's because the show is just exited. It looks like we may have just missed the band. Now this is a patisserie which is currently closed. I'm anticipating that this will open up, and I hope it does. It's another location to be able to shop at, eat at. And then this area is just really great for photo ops, forced perspective of Sacré-Cœur that you would see in Paris. And then right next door is Cosme Actuor. It's this wand maker who believes that the wand doesn't necessarily need to choose the wizard. If you want to have your own style, you can actually choose your own wand. It's really beautiful in here. So all of her wands are shown in the display cases. But those are going to be wands that are first generation. If you want to be able to do the more advanced spells, you're going to want to do the interactive second generation wands, and you can find those here. So Cosme will sometimes come out and meet those that are looking for their wand, and she's really amazing. So maybe we'll catch her later. But let's head out this way and keep touring around the streets of Paris. So again, to orient ourselves, that is the tent where we went into, and we got let out over here. So this area has a lot of locations to practice your spells, and then there is the Bar Moonshine location, which is right in the corner over here. Make sure you spend some time looking in all the windows. So many details. Little things might happen even if you don't have a wand. Oh, and this is an aura. Bonjour. He keeps an eye on everything, so don't be surprised if he comes and talks to you and inquires why you're in Paris. But yeah, fun things that you might not expect or run into here in the Wizarding World. So you know there's a location for a spell when you see the symbol on the ground, but it may not always be working. So this establishment currently has an anti-jinx in place. As such, all spells will be rendered ineffective. So unfortunately, you can't practice your spell work here. Let's see if I can do some spell work here. That one I was able to open up all the cases and see what's inside. And again, because it's so bright out right now, you get a reflection. So if you come back when it's a little bit more dark and the sun is not out, you'll be able to see into the windows a little bit better. Again, it's going to show you the motion that you're supposed to do. So this is a infinity or a sideways figure 8.
What are you doing?
And with my wand, I could actually feel the vibration of it, and it lit up a little bit, so you won't have that with the first generation wands. And this is the Bar Moonshine location, so we're going to stop here and try one of their magical drinks. So we've got the cocktails here, and I love that they've got a sherbet lemon, which is Albus Dumbledore's favorite flavor. What else do we have on the back side? There is butterbeer here as well as drinks that are non-alcoholic. But I believe there's a special drink that's not on here, so we're going to check that out when we go inside.
Big thing is that you gotta watch out for nibblers. They will like lunge at that.
And then after you mix it, it'll go towards like a sweet mixed berry. Well, this is one of our non-alcoholic options that we have here. We do have a few, and this one is exclusive to us here at Bar Moonshine.
Huge poster actually of this drink here, and they call it a Dockening tea. Hard to say. In fact, no one that I asked was able to really say, like, our French is not good. But it's not actually a tea. They just call it as because you put this little packet in here, it's going to change it. His recommendation is actually to drink it first without, and then drink it after you put your tea bag in there, because it will change the flavor as well as the color. So let's go give it a try. All right, they said to try it first before I mix it. Yeah, it's not bad. I'm trying to kind of place the flavor, but I can't wait to try it with it. Hopefully it'll be maybe a little sweeter after. All right, so let's stir it in. So this is the packet we're going to add. it's changed, just give it a try. That's much better. There's a bit of a grape taste to it, not overpowering, but it's good and pretty to try. Everybody that's been walking by me is like, it's a magical drink. I'm like, yeah. So if you're here, it's something you should try at least once. So Bar Moonshine is here. I'm gonna take my drink with me as we continue around. There's several ways to get into this area, but this is where you're gonna find Le Goblet Noir. It's a kind of a hidden restaurant, tucked away. It doesn't look like there's much back here, but let's go inside and take a look. So this is another location where you find a table and place your order. But if you want to order just a drink here directly, you can do that at the bar. But then you'll keep walking around. Just down these like hallways that take you left and right, and then to these rooms that you can, again, find a table. QR code is on the table. They will pull up the menu for you, and then you go ahead and place your order, and they will bring it to you. There's some really cool spaces that you can just sit and relax in. This awesome cellar area with all these wine bottles tucked up in the ceiling. Get a little bit more cottagey. It's a stairway, makes you wonder where that's heading to, but then this grand fireplace, which is really cool. And then to a little bit more woodwork area, another area that's got a stairway heading up, but you can't go up there, of course. Oh, look, there's another sign for the Blue Donkey. Again, still not saying that right, I'm sure, but then you can exit out this way as well. This is going to take you to the other side, so you can see on the very far side is where we got our drink. And then this right here is something not to be missed. A lot of people walk by and don't realize there's a witch actually talking to you. So if you stop and she talks to you, talk back. It's a great conversation. You might get to do some magic, but this is a definite spot to visit when you come into this like darker alleyway.
I do love pink. Where did that man go? Pointing at things. He's very... Oh, you went to look at the Bunderman. What do you think? Very interesting, isn't it? He's got lots of eyes, dear. Did you see all the eyes? I actually wonder if there's more than one. I don't understand.
So she's putting out a magical creature that's actually in this area.
Should the Bunderman
and
eat too
if
much?
you walk by, you see the green goop
but there is slime on the ground below.
and
Don't step in
it's
it,
actually
it smells
eating the
awful.
building. So
No,
yeah,
you
it's
didn't.
really fun. She's talking about
Oh
that.
my God,
This is
you're
really
going
fun.
to have that smell with you all day, darling.
It's not to
Oh,
be
my
missed.
God.
The conversations just can go anywhere.
I'm sorry.
Let me
I
share
love your shirt.
one I had with
Looks
her
like a
earlier today. Of course, she
snowstorm.
couldn't see her
And in
because the
this
sun
weather,
was
we
hitting
could
her
use a bit of
directly.
snow, shouldn't
But let's see if we can
Yes.
talk to her again.
Why?
So now, if you are standing in front of the window and Lady Trelawney is not talking to you, it's because she's off visiting other spirits. That's what she said when she left a moment ago, but she'll be back and you'll know when she's there because she will be engaging you. So from this point right here, there is a bathroom. So ladies and gents, and actually if you go in and you go into a stall, it's very reminiscent of when Harry, Ron, and Hermione had to go to the Ministry of Magic and step in the toilet. So check that out. But we're gonna go this direction and check out the candy shop. It's very beautiful inside. And I'll point out also the magical creature there that's oozing green gook.
Hello, love. What's your name?
My name is April. I came this morning, but I couldn't see you because the sun was hitting you. So
That's right. Now I can see your gorgeous face.
So I wanted to come and say hello again so I could see your face. So hello.
I'm so glad you did. Hello, beautiful. It's so good to see you again.
It's so good to see you too.
How was your private tour of Paris this morning?
It was lovely. It's gotten a little bit busy, but it was fantastic. I took your advice to all the nooks and crannies, so thank you very much.
Of course, my dear. What was one of your favorite discoveries?
Oh, well, I found the tea drink, the Blue Dockamy.
Was it, oh, the alchemy. Yes.
Yes.
How was it?
That was really good.
Was it tasty as well?
Yes, it was.
Yes,
It
I
was.
have heard many people talking about that drink specifically.
Yes.
How interesting. And what was your favorite sign that you discovered?
Oh, I'm doing that right now, taking photos and translating them. So I'm trying to find them. There's a
Perfect.
sign around here that said it doesn't matter if you're rich or poor, like in terms of finding gold. Is there a sign that you recommend I go discover?
I think I've been told the most magical and most intriguing are the little brass ones that are like in some of the walkways, like just on the arches or just inside a door frame. They're very small, they're probably only like 5 inches.
Okay.
And did you notice the gentleman, the big fountain down by the Ministry of Magic?
Oh, yes.
The gentleman without his head. There's a large plaque. I do believe it's near one of our walkways here, and it talks all about who that is. And I don't want to give anything away.
Okay.
Yes, because a lot of people think that it's nearly Head is Nick, which is not him. It's someone quite very different.
All right, that's
I don't want to give anything away to you, but there's a good discovery.
so fun. So I got to talk to her again, and she remembered me and the adventures I was going to be on. So she gave me some tips to go find some things. So we're going to do that. But first, let's head into the candy shop. So leaving that area, there's a couple of entrances, and there is one right here. Hey, it is so beautiful in here. You can get your chocolate frogs, some souvenirs. Definitely check out the windows because there's beautiful items in there as well. Butterbeer candies. And then there are things that you can get in the case as well. Some caramels and fudges, macarons, so definitely check that out. All right, so we're gonna go out the main door, which is gonna bring me back by the tent. But to orient yourselves, we are now in front of the tent again. We explored that area over there. Cosme Actuar for her wands are that way. But most of you are probably wondering where the Battle of the Ministry is, and that is straight ahead. Before we head that way, we're gonna go into the galleries, which is a shop here. Oh! Cute little niffler. Is he like voice responsive? Is he, or just only when there's gold around?
Not so good to see.
Isn't that sweet? They're all over the place, all different sizes. Got an interactive one here as well. But then there's also a lot of great clothing merchandise, really unique stuff that I haven't seen really anywhere else. So this is a fantastic Beast shirt. And then really fun looking Quidditch gear for kids. And then also really beautiful French wear. This is definitely a shop that you want to stop in for some more unique things that you're not going to see anywhere else. And I also love this. If you were looking for a wand holder, you get a little pair of suspenders and then your wand goes right in there. All the Quidditch trophies up above. Alright, I think it's time. Let's head to the Ministry of Magic and see the Battle of the Ministry queue line. It's not running today, but the queue itself is pretty fantastic. As I come into the shop, there is another spot to do spells where you're going to get to interact with some nifflers. Let's see if I can get them going here. Super cute. There are maps and posters everywhere. So there's lots of stuff that you could put in to decipher, which I think would be really fun just to know what everything says. But here is your butterbeer cart. So you can get your frozen and your cold here. And you can even get it in a souvenir mug. The outdoor seating that we saw before. Again, there's additional magic spells here, so you want to make sure that you look at those, but then there's also a creature that you don't want to miss right here.
Sure, where is it?
Very, very cute. And this shop is the one that you will actually come out of when you ride the ride or actually exit the queue. So we'll go through that when we come out. There's another set of bathrooms over here, or toilets. And then this is the entry to the Metro Flu, which is an incredible experience. Everybody should travel by Metro Flu at one point, and we're gonna do that in just a moment. to the ride. If you are a Harry Potter fan, this will give you goosebumps. Let's keep exploring. So to the left is where you enter the main queue. Those that are coming from the right side are actually exiting. So after you get the chance to ride, or in our case, just walk through the queue, you're gonna come out this way and then exit to the left side through the Metro Flu.
There is an opening within the Department of Magical Catastrophes. Inquiries have been made to the junior minister. You have felt a strong stomach of magic.
So it looks like there will be opportunity for a single rider, and the sign says currently closed because of course the ride is closed. All the offices in here, the wanted signs of all the dark wizards, Death Eaters, and some of them you can actually look into.
Welcome all guests. Ministry of Magic. We're glad you're here. All arrangements should be confined to level 4.
If you see Corbin-Yaxley on the way, you could get 1,000 galleons. All right, let's keep going. Electocaro, McNair, and then Caught, Dolores Umbridge. This is information all about what we're going to experience here, which is the trial of Dolores Umbridge. I actually really love the opportunity to stand here and look at everything. So above ground is, of course, London, and then it's showing all the ways the wizards get down here. Even the red phone booth, the bathrooms. You can see the bathrooms up above, and that's how they get down here. And then all the different segments. Where things are. So we got some beasts. This is pretty neat. So this is the point where it goes from this beautiful emerald green to this beautiful purple. And you're going to see a bunch of portraits that are going to be conversing with each other. Nothing right now, actually, but it's pretty cool when they do. Oh, there we go.
Reminds me of my days as an opera.
Bravo! Yes.
She was found in the ministry, mere feet away from me.
Again, the space is just so impressive. Video just doesn't do it justice. Actually, Dolores Umbridge's office right there. This is the locker area for the employees, and I'm going to give you a little Easter egg as we get down here, because the timing of things sounds kind of confusing in terms of where does this fall in the Harry Potter storyline. So these actually belong to someone, the ones that are open. So NL would be Neville Longbottom.
Connected to her time as head of the Muggle-born Registration Commission.
HP for Harry Potter.
Umbridge was captured here at the Ministry.
And I can't look at that one, but let's determine that maybe it's
her
Ron.
intentions were for trespassing at her former employer.
So now they're Aurors. So this is Auror training schedule. So the three of them are Aurors together. How amazing would that be? This is Neville Longbottom's parents. Mad-Eye Moody.
Find about to begin, and you will want to find a good seat.
Off you go. Be safe. Constant vigilance.
In fact, I see there's meaning in time. This average person was willing to define a good day because it is still not it. I'm just
Alright, we're going to have another tile transformation, so going from purple to pink. So, hints. Remember that we saw her door just a minute ago, and now we're going to get to see the other side.
And Higgledy's friend, Minister Kingsley Sharp, has informed Higgledy that she will be assisting Miss Hermione Granger today when she arrives, escorting her to the trial. Higgledy could not believe her luck. Morning's pants! Oh, Higgledy is needing to be working right now. Not dreaming of helping her hero, Miss Hermione Granger, with anything that she may need. Bad Higgledy! Naughty Higgledy! So much work for Higgledy to do! Mustn't get distracted. It has been an honor talking with you, but Higgledy must focus on her work now. Please be careful of any errand boxes that Higgledy may not have got to yet. In the future, Higgledy will work faster. The message you see before her, Higgledy will strive in the future to undo
Now this is the point where you go up the stairs, because that's where the ride is. You go up, over, and then back down again. So hopefully at some point you'll get to experience this part of the ride. Alright, so this is now taking you back to the exit. Tiles have changed color, and this is actually the family waiting room, so if someone's not going to ride, that's where they'll wait. There's a TV on the other side, water, so they're playing movies here. Oh, and there's Dolores Umbridge. This is where you have the opportunity to purchase a photo from the ride as well. And then you come back out the way you came in. So beautiful. So you can actually sit here for a little bit too. There's a bunch around this monument. So let me turn it around and show you. It's nice that they don't just kick you out, but you can really enjoy the space. But it is time for us to head out, so let's head back out through the Metroflux. Now this one unfortunately won't have smoke, but it does have the green lights. And then it puts you out into the store. So cute. Lots of Time Turner merchandise here, which is really the general theme of everything here. It's how we got here. It's how we traveled to the time of Dolores Umbridge's trial. So very important are the Time Turners. I feel like I could spend so much more time here, just even looking up here, seeing all the signs. So Champions Europe 1922 Quidditch champions. It's just so many details. Magical library. And again, there's some spells here to do. And if you Pathfinder, you can do that too. If I showed you every single detail in this land, this video would be way too long. So I stress to you the importance of just taking your time, just looking around. Use the Google Translate, put it in there, the image in there, and you can appreciate more what it's saying. So maybe hidden messages like Lady Trelawney had talked about too. But I noticed out here that there is a seat example for the ride itself. So if you're curious what you sit in for the ride, let me quick show you. So that is the shop we came out of from exiting the ride. But just before you enter, there are a couple seats here, so you can take a look at them to see what it's like to actually sit in the ride. Thank you so much for joining me on this tour of Ministry of Magic in 1920s Paris. I hope you love seeing all the little details of all the Wizarding World stuff. It is so amazing here. Way more details than I could have shown you. So make sure you take the time to slow down and enjoy it. First thing in the morning probably is the best time to do it if you're not going to be heading to one of the major rides. Unless Ministry of Magic does not have a virtual queue, you'll probably want to come here first. Thanks again. Follow along with my other videos where I take you through every nook and cranny so you feel confident next time you come to Epic Universe.